Brix. This is a measurement of the fraction of sugar, and basically we use it to show the nutrient density in a food. Now, I'm going to grab something here.
Oh, yeah.
This is called a refractometer. And these used to be quite expensive. It's just a little tool. And you can use it to test any vegetable, any fruit, any of your foods, and see how much nutrients are in them. So before, when I was first getting these from after going through some of the nutrition schooling, they were around $200 for something like this, $300. But right now, we just ordered this one for $30 on Amazon. And it works just the same. There's no, it's going to read fine. So you can get one of these for as little as $25 to $35. And then you can see your own vegetables compared to the store. So all you do is you take some juice, you put a couple drops on the sight glass, and then you just close the lid and make sure that it's spread around the entire lens. And then when you look through it, unfortunately I can't show you what it looks like, but there's a gauge that goes from 0 to, depending on your refractometer, this one goes all the way up to 90. It goes quite high. Most are 0 to 32, which is plenty for any garden. If you're doing honey and things like that, then you need it to go up to at least 90 so that you can get the sugar content right. So you can test it with this, and then you have charts that you can look up what the density of the nutrients should be. So when we look at this chart here, you can look at something like apples. A poor apple would be 6 bricks or under. The average is around 10. A good one would be 14, excellent 18. And there's a very interesting line on the end, which is disease-free. So when we're talking about bricks, this is also the health of the plant itself. Just like us, the healthier we are, the more minerals and nutrients we have, the less we get sick. So the plants as well. Once they get a certain level, no bugs will harm them. Yes, deer will probably still eat your plants. They will love them at that point. But the little pest won't be bothering your plants. And they'll make you healthy as well. I have tested from the store peppers, tomatoes that were a 0 at the store. So they look nice and shiny and red, but they were just given the base thing just so to grow and look good on the shelf, and you got nothing from them. So if we look here, this is from highbricksgardens.com. This is a quote. Highbricks foods have greater carbohydrate levels. Carbohydrates are the fuel of the body and they're used for basic metabolic function. This has tremendous implication on digestion and human health. All disease is the result of a mineral deficiency. Highbricks plants are insect and disease resistant. Now take note to the last paragraph. Plants in poor health emit an electromagnetic frequency that insects tune into. This in effect calls them in for a feast. Plants in good health emit a different frequency that insects do not tune into. So when you have a sick plant, it actually says, come eat me. I need to be gotten rid of. I'm not good to anybody. So when you have a lot of insect pests, it's most likely you have a sick plant. That does not mean that when you plant your first year of garden, you have some cabbage moths on your cabbage to just, chop them up and throw them back in the ground. No, you can still eat those plants. They're much better from your store. But eventually, once you've put a lot of time and effort and diligence, you can get your plants to the point where they are virtually disease and insect free. I don't know if, Timon, you maybe talked about some of the sprays that we use here.
Yeah, we did.
They're fully organic. We don't use any chemicals. They're bacteria, and you can get it. It's called BTK, Bacillus thuringiensis. It's a bacteria in the soil, and you can mix it with water, spray it on the plants, and it'll affect only the pest insects. No bees, no dragonflies, frogs, all these things won't be hurt. only the insects that are disturbing your plants will be affected.
So how come it doesn't impact those good animals?
Good question. So why does it do that? So in our digestive tract, talking about physiology now,
Right.
we are all acid digestive system. So the first thing that happens is our stomach is acid. Now, all the beneficial creatures in the world, and this is how God made it, which is amazing, are all acid digestive system.
Right.
All the bad guys are alkaline digestive system. So the bacteria, Bacillus thuringiensis, gets eaten by these insects, and it only lives in an alkaline stomach. So anything that is a pest has an alkaline stomach, the bacteria grows, and then the insect will die. But anything that ingests the bacteria that has an acid stomach, it won't even be affected. The bacteria go in, they die in the stomach, and nothing happens. So you can go, I wouldn't necessarily do this, but you could spray the bacillus on your plant and then eat the plant and nothing would happen. Because it'll go into your stomach, it'll be die because it's in an acid digestive system. Dragonflies are acid, they're good, they eat your mosquitoes, everything. Mosquitoes are alkaline, which is why they use Bacillus thuringiensis, but they use I instead of BTK, so they add it to water, Israelius variety, and that goes into the mosquito and kills the mosquito. So it's the same thing, fully safe to use for anybody, but it's a really great way. You can apply it once every week, every 2 weeks, and the insects won't bother your plants.
Right.
So a little bit more on the bricks. Poorly balanced soil will produce plants susceptible to disease. Properly balanced soil will produce plants resistant to disease. Insects and disease are the symptoms of a failing crop, not the cause of it. It's not the overwhelming invader we must fear, but the weakened condition of the victim. So this is just emphasizing again, the healthier we get our plants, the happier we're going to be. And also, I don't think this was in here, but the healthier your soil is, the less weeds you have.
That is true.
Because the balance of, remember I mentioned the bacteria versus fungi? That balance ratio for weeds needs to be high bacteria, no fungi. For your garden vegetables, they're balanced 50-50. So once you get that fungi and bacteria balance proper, the weeds actually are like, hey, I don't even have the right thing to grow, and they just don't grow. So the healthier we get all these things, all the pests start to become easier. Now you will get still some weeds, you're still going to get things, but that's part of our work that we have to do on this world. Nothing's perfect.
Yeah.
But this better we get to God's plan,
can definitely help.
Definitely helps.
Yeah.
To be aware of new videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to the Preparing for the Time of Trouble channel. For more free videos and downloadable audio podcasts, as well as handouts, go to www.preparingforthetimeoftrouble.com. Topic categories include recordings of live seminar presentations, country living, sustainable gardening, homestead remedies, how to be self-sufficient when the grid goes down, wild edible and medicinal plants, hydrotherapy, and end-time Bible prophecies. To take advantage of these free resources, go to preparingforthetimeoftrouble.com.